Hey everybody, welcome back to the VMP Performance channel. I'm Justin and I'm here with Derek.
Yes, sir.
And we are tuning on his 2013 GT with our new VMP Gen3R Supercharger Kit.
The last pops!
Yeah!
This is the last naturally aspirated drive, so I gotta take this shit in, boys. I'm excited. Is it okay to be anxious?
Last time you dynoed, how much power did it make?
So the first time I ever dynoed, it was at like 394. Then I had it dynoed at another state at a car meet and it made 396. So roughly 400 NA with the dyno tune and a mild exhaust.
That's not enough.
It's not enough.
We're gonna get started.
That's why we're here today, so.
Cut.
We want a job done right and we want it done quick. What do we need?
Alright, slow it down just a little bit. And then make a pull.
Oh boy, here we go.
I'm gonna take a look at the data to see what it did.
How do you feel about that?
It was the first pull. I gotta check the knock sensor activity. All right, man, we've got our first dyno number here.
All right, spill it.
658, 567.
We hit our goal right off the first rip. God, that's insane. 650 wheel horsepower, 658, first pull.
First tune as delivered. So if you order a VMP Supercharger Kit, this is the base tune you're gonna get. And of course, we do take data logs, refine, even for our customers that don't, get the full experience like you.
Yeah, they will fine tune your stuff and email it to you and everything and have that ready to rock. But that is freaking impressive, man. So how happy are you with that though?
I'm actually, I know that, my excitement doesn't always shine through on camera.
Pretty impressed with it?
No, I mean, all the data looks really good. It was our very first pull.
Yeah.
So now my challenge is to see if there's any more left.
You can squeeze out of there.
Round 2, fight.
We made 658 rear wheel horsepower on the first pull. Loaded just a minor tune update. And go for round 2, see what she does.
Sounds good to me. That sounded solid, man.
That 7,500 comes up real quick.
Yeah.
And your clutch gets stuck on the floor.
Oh, is it still getting stuck?
Yeah, so I'm pumping it so it'll pop back up. Here it comes.
Ford, I don't know what you're doing with those stock clutch lines, but.
Well now. Okay. So, that first pull, you always go a little conservative on the first pull, just RPM wise till you review the data log. Now I do watch data logs during the pull and I lift if I see something go wrong.
Okay.
But yeah, I didn't think about how much revving it out was gonna make.
Okay, for the record, Justin doesn't talk much. So he's talking up a storm right now. This has to be something good.
Yeah, so we went all the way to 7,500. Previous run, we only went to a mild 68.
Oh.
We went to 75.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Okay, you can't see this, can you?
I can't, dude, I'm blind as a bat.
Okay, well, it just made 714 rear wheel horsepower.
Dude, that's sick.
Yep. Now this is no smoothing, so these little, little spikes in the graph make it a little higher. And if we put the smoothing 5 on it, it still makes 707.
Wow.
And for full transparency, to make the internet happy, this is the STD correction factor, which does show a little bit higher. If we go over here and we set the dyno to the SAE correction factor, the lower one, it makes 692
Wow.
rear wheel horsepower.
That's impressive. That's insane. I knew when you got to that high RPM, I was like, this thing's eating right now. I could feel the difference.
Yeah, it's so deceiving with those 331 gears.
It is.
And I'm used to doing this, and I'm just like, these pulls are taking forever. I'm more concerned about the clutch being stuck to the floor than
Yeah,
how much
I know.
power it's
That's why I
taking.
tried the braided line, but I know that stock clutch has got to go.
So we got the butane loaded in the tank. We got it mixed in. We got another 2 degrees of timing in the tune. I'm gonna send it, see what she does.
It's gonna be the last pull. This is the butane tune. This is kill mode tune. So you want to put the windows up?
Hell yeah.
What do we do? I am so blind.
You're so, oh man.
I'm so blind.
721. 721. SAE 5.
That's on SAE smoothing 5?
Internet hater proof.
Holy dude.
Only I'm allowed to curse. That was so smooth.
We can bleep that. Holy dude, what?
721.
I don't know, 721 on SAE smoothing 5.
That bustane's working for us. I mean, and we could go farther, no doubt.
No.
But we're not going to.
No. That, dude, I'm stoked with that. That's kill mode. That ain't gonna be an everyday thing, but holy.
What was the zero? SAE 0?
It's no 5. That's what you want. You want SAE smoothing 5. That's the conditions as it sits.
That just takes out the little spikes and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, what was, let's, for the hell of it, let's check that STD.
So 726 with no smoothing.
All right, 726, no smoothing.
And I mean, it's a pretty darn smooth. And then if we go back to, you know, some people want to compare the STD correction numbers because that's what their tuner gives them. We'll look at that. STD corrected 742
Oh my God.
at 7,500 RPM.
So I have to ask you, as an SNS 197, what's the high? Is that up there?
That's like the highest. And this is an all new kit with a lot of design changes. So
dude, that's crazy. I mean,
it's
that low mileage too. I think that's definitely in consideration. And
the truth is, this is a Gen 1. Ford came out with the Boss in 2012, and supposedly in 2013, like these got the Boss rods and stuff like that.
That's the rumor.
Supposedly. So it should be a pretty stout. You know, the 13-14 last part of Gen 1 is pretty stout. It's just, you get bad gas, it's all over.
Yeah.
Gotta be good gas.
Yeah. Happy is an understatement. I never would have thought in a million years this would be a 700 horsepower monster. Not even, you know, it's a freaking monster.
That's the power of VMP.
Yes. Guys, for the record, you know, I came into this whole VMP thing. I watched a lot of the videos. I watched nearly every video that revolved around an S197 and a blower, whether it was the VMP Gen 2, the Gen 3, and I think there's a couple out there floating on the Gen3R. The older kind of setup, they did a lot of different things for fitment and a lot of stuff, and it's going to be all in their install video. So for the VMP people watching right now, be ready for that, and I think it'll really turn you guys on to their new setup. But yeah, I came into this thinking, you know, the blower definitely has the potential. It's the kind of the Gen 1 where you want to be careful. I was happy with 650 leaving here. Our first RIT with base tune was 658 corrected, which
At 6,800 RPMs, we'll throw that graph on the screen for you.
yeah.
And once we got comfortable with it, we dialed it up, took it all the way to 7,500, made 696, I believe.
696 corrected, yes.
We'll throw that graph on the screen for you. And then finally, a little sauce in the form of butane made 722 real horsepower out of a freaking Gen 1 Coyote with an 88mm pulley, our all new VMP Gen3R kit. Like, freaking awesome. You're stoked. I'm stoked.
I am stoked, and it's been an absolute opportunity. So I would just like to thank VMP. Honestly, such humble people, and it's definitely changed my life because many of my fans know my goal was to get Blucifer to live up to the name, and I think we did a hell of a job of making that happen.
With that, we'll leave it on a high note. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Check out the link to the kit below. I'll see you next time.
See you guys.